Alright, what's up guys? Man, I know it's been a while since I made a video. It's probably been months, but I'm still here in urgent care. Still doing what I do here. I got a few things going on as far as advancing my career, but I'll probably make a separate video for that. But I have my student here, Zach, and just met him today. It's his first day on rotation. It's his first day in his clinical year. First day of rotation. He's seems like a good guy so far. He's been doing a great job. We've seen a number of patients already, probably about 20, and you know, I figured that you guys already know my story and everything from the other videos. You might want to hear from a student that's currently in a program. Maybe just a few things about where they came from, or some of the challenges with PA school. But Zach, let's get a little quick background of your journey as to how you actually got into PA school. Like, what are the things that you might have did, or some things like what was your what was your job before, or some things that you did that might have helped you get into PA school.
Yeah, I was working as a physical therapy aide.
Okay.
Did that for like 2.5 years.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
In the meantime, I bartended to try to make some money because that didn't pay well. And then I did a lot of volunteering.
Oh, nice. So now Zach goes to a real good PA school, probably one of the top PA schools around, and we're in Connecticut, but he goes to a very prestigious PA school. So, what were some of the things that you thought might have got you accepted into the program, or I don't know, if there's something that might have separated you from the rest of the applicants? With me, from my other videos, everybody knows I have a very different background. You know, I did various different things, and I was an EMT, and I tried to do everything I could to kind of stand out. I did a lot of shadowing and things. So what some of the things that you might have thought?
Positive.
Yeah, I think honestly the amount of volunteer hours that I had was probably pretty huge.
Yeah.
I guess being a male in and of itself is kind of helpful because it's a female-dominated application process.
Yeah.
I speak Spanish,
Oh,
so that was
wow.
something I think
That's
they
definitely
liked.
a plus, by the way, especially when you get out in these urgent cares and hospitals.
And I did the same as well. I got my EMT basic certification
Oh, okay.
for experience and
Now, how
try to boost
many
that resume.
schools did you apply to?
14 or 15, I think.
Okay, that's pretty that's I wouldn't say average. I applied to 10, so anything 10 and above, between 10 and 20 is probably the best way to go, instead of just doing 1 to 3. You got to really kind of broaden what your application process, just the different schools and the number of schools that you apply to, just to make sure you have a good chance of getting into somewhere. So you applied to 14 schools, and how many interviews if you remember, did you get?
I only ended up with 2 interviews.
Okay.
And my first one happened to be at Quinnipiac, and by the time I'd finished that process and had been accepted, so I ended up not even going to my next one. That was it.
Enough said there. Yeah. Yes, Quinnipiac is a very good school. I got an interview there, but I didn't get in. I didn't really have the greatest interview at that time, but that's a whole nother story. But first school that accepted, same thing with me. The first school that accepted me, I immediately accepted the acceptance, and then I went on from there. As other schools came along, then I was able to have some leeway as to where I might have wanted to make a decision. So now that you're in PA school, you finish your didactic year. What's the hardest part? What would you say the most challenging thing about PA school?
Dude, it was surviving didactic year.
Yeah.
It was so much information all at once. It was wild.
Yeah. It's a lot of information. You pretty much have to just focus on studying all the time, right? I don't know how much sleep you got, but I didn't get much sleep at all.
Yeah, you sacrifice a lot. You sacrifice a social life and
no
like
social life.
Sleep.
Now, did you work while you were in your didactic year?
No way.
Yeah. See, don't work. Don't try to work. you'll have enough money to survive if you have to, go the loan route. But I don't recommend getting a job or anything. Anything else about didactic year or anything there?
I mean, honestly, I guess for those of you that are in it or getting ready to be in it, enjoy it. Because that's kind of something that just hit me. It's like, holy crap, like the last 14 months was a lot.
Yeah.
But it's over just like that. Like, you have no idea how quickly it goes.
Yeah. So, and it's like, when you're in it, you're like, oh my gosh.
It does. It seems endless and the days are long. Like, we had certain days we were in classrooms for 14 hours. And you just dread that.
Yeah.
But in the blink of an eye, the year's over. So
it's over, and you feel great. You feel so good that it's over, and that you got that, the first year behind you. You're on to the second year, the clinical year, which is a little bit more exciting. You get a little bit more hands-on.
Yeah.
You see what the real world is like, and that will be over before you know it, and then you're out there. So, it's just something I wanted to get somebody else on here. This is going to be a real short video because we got to get back to work. But I wanted you guys to at least see what it's like, as a current student, besides me, in these videos. This is his first day on rotation, so he can't really give you too much about it. But so far, how are you feeling about rotation? And, this is his family medicine rotation. How was it for you?
It's feeling good. It's feeling good to finally put that information that you were bombarded with over the last year into an application.
Yeah.
We were talking, like, you've seen so many patients, with UTIs, and you recall that one medicine that is kind of the gold standard go-to, and it's like, all right, now I've got a picture to put with how the patient presents, and then I'm thinking that medicine, and
to see what it's applied to in the real world, to what you've studied, and now you're applying it in the real world, and he's getting a sample of that. But we got to get back to work. We got my MAs waiting for me. Just wanted to, feel free to comment, and we'll get back to you in another video.